But look, I love making content, and sometimes I'm just not in the mood to do it, and I'm the type of person that's just brutally honest because I'm fucking dumb and I can't lie because I don't remember shit. So if you want to be a good liar, you got to remember your lies. And I was good when I was young. I used to be a good liar when I would lie to my parents and stuff. And that's pretty much what acting is, you know? Like you're just pretending to be somebody else saying some other lines that aren't real. Like you just got to be convincing, you know? So I was a good liar back then, but I don't lie anymore. And sometimes that's a problem because I get too open on these podcasts and then people dig into my real life and they criticize me about real shit, and I'm not playing a character in here. This is really me and the people around me, how I live my life. I don't want to, you know, be criticized, but also sometimes I need to be, you know?
You got a good heart, man.
I guess I'll just get into why I took the break without sharing too much. I needed to. There was no way I could get back in here and film a show. You could turn that off, Kyle, because I'll get serious for a second. Who's your Olympic crush? Damn. I have Sydney McLaughlin. She's married, but she's fire. She's the best. And her and Sha'Carri Richardson are just so dope. I've been so inspired by women lately, and I'm not just saying that because there's mostly women in here, and I want to, you know, please my female audience. But
why are you gay?
I watched some video about how women are better long distance swimmers than men, and you know we could talk about the Olympic stuff later with the I forget her name, but the one that was accused of being a man. And then she was just a really good female boxer that was born with like whatever. I don't know. Let's talk about what you guys want to really hear. The juicy stuff, my mental breakdown, nervous breakdown, whatever you want to call it. You know, it is involving my fucking eye, unfortunately. Andrew Schultz, tune out if you're watching. By the way, that little fucking punk ran. He would not meet up. I texted him a million times. I offered him so many different opportunities to fight. Like, would you want to do boxing? We could meet at Chickashawn's. You trained there before.
I don't think anybody is.
We could just meet on the street. It'll be a lot worse for you if it goes that way. I just said a bunch of different options, and he don't want it. He was like, where's that energy? You should be going after Dobrik. Like, what do you want me to fuck my lawsuit up, you dumb fuck? So he's a pussy. And I hate using that word. Hate using words that are just disgusting like that, but he deserves it. He's one that deserves it. And who knows, maybe that had something to do with setting me off, but the main thing that set me off was an upcoming surgery, and I had this is real, so I'll stop with the joking. I had taken a week to go see my family, our annual summer vacation where we go to the Jersey Shore, and I wanted a break from social media, but I did, you know, I it's not like the hardest job in the world, you know, so I could bring Kyle around and capture those moments. I do like the moments with my family, you know, because they're real and genuine, and I'm happy with them. I'm happy when I'm around my nieces and, you know, my sister and my brother, and it's just cool. But, you know, I was down there and I was having a good time, and then we filmed some stuff, and you know, I was just like, I felt like the filming was making it not really genuine, like, because I just get into vlog mode and I'm like, just keep everything is just pranking my dad, and he's like, when are you gonna knock it off, you dirty bastard? And he's just,
It was only a joint.
he's just getting pissed off at me because everything I did, I was just like, hey dad, I've been meaning to tell you this my whole life. I'm attracted to men. And I would just say it in like such a like a serious moment. We would just be fishing together, and I would be wearing a wire, like a mic, and Kyle would be filming from like down the beach. And I'd be like, Dad, you know, look, I'm 34 years old now. You know, we're getting older. Let me just come clean. You know, I'm gay. And he was like, what are you on fucking drugs? He just thought I was insane at the time, but I just kept doing bits, and I was like, I need to stop. I need to spend some family time and really take a mental health break, because I said I'm taking a social media break, and I immediately started posting more than I do when I'm not on a social media break. So it was like I was just lying to you guys. So I sent Kyle back to LA, and I genuinely just stayed there with my mom and my aunt, and the rest of my family left, and just real life started kicking in, just thinking about what's coming up. There's a lot of stressful stuff that I have going on in my life right now that I don't really talk about because I'm not really allowed to. And, you know, I was asked to possibly take just the time off completely until trial, which I don't want to do because I do love this stuff. And, you know, we got a crew that I want to keep together. It's like a family, and I can't do that. I'd rather just drop everything and fucking just keep riding this, doing what we do here. But the main thing that happened was I had a really bad nightmare where I had a seizure and I bit my tongue, and my tongue was bleeding, and I fell out of my bed. I had a nightmare that I woke up during surgery and I snipped my eye, and it was just a very vivid, really bad nightmare in this Airbnb in the Jersey Shore. And I was upstairs and I fell out of my bed, and my mother found me, and I was just like, I had like a legit like brain damage fucking seizure. So it really spooked me. I didn't know if I was going to be fucked up for life or more fucked up for life or whatever. But I just realized I needed to slow down and just put my phone down and just rest. So I just went back to Staten Island and stayed in my parents' house for a while, and ate a lot of cookies over there. My mom was baking these oatmeal raisin cookies. I ate pounds of them. My dad was making steaks, and, you know, I had good talks with them. I hadn't really had anything like that happen since I was a child with them, you know, where I needed care from my parents. Like, I actually needed genuine help from my parents. I found out so many new things about them. Like, my mom told me, like, when she went through 9/11 and she saw people dying and bodies like falling in front of her, how, you know, she would have nightmares about that stuff. And she lost 3 of her immediate family members that same year of 9/11. So she calls them the dark years. And I don't want to put it out there, but because it's her business, but, like, you know, I'm on antidepressants and I talk about mental health, and I didn't think that it would ever be like accepted by my parents because they're old school and they were open about it, you know. They didn't judge me on it, and they understood, and, you know, I'm really grateful for that. I actually come from a good family, and I apologize for always saying my dad beat the shit out of me. When he did, it was light, and it was, you know, he just, I deserved it. I was a bad kid. But yeah, so that's what happened, and took a little time, but I feel like I'm back to myself, and that's why I'm back here, and that's why I'm ready to go. It's kind of nice that I'm here by myself. Sorry, guys. I know, Bathroom Boys, I know you're there too, but I feel like I'm here just with my members.